Hey there, glad you're back in our special corner, the Mystic Narrator Nook. This is where every story is an adventure, and history is like a chest full of treasures just waiting to be opened. Looking for a story that gives you goosebumps or one that makes you feel all cozy inside? You've come to the right spot. Today, we're going to embark on a thrilling journey, a tale from the icy landscapes of Scandinavia, a saga of warriors, explorers, and traders. Yes, you've guessed it right. We're diving into the enigma of the Vikings. So go ahead, pick the comfiest spot, get snug, and let's jump back into our world of amazing stories and cool history facts. Ready for the next adventure? It starts right now. Have you ever wondered how the Vikings, originating from the far north of Europe, managed to reach as far as North America long before Columbus did? This sweeping question sets the stage for an exploration of the enigmatic Vikings, a group of people from the late 8th to early 11th century. Hailing from the icy landscapes of Scandinavia, today's Norway, Sweden and Denmark, they made their mark on history not just as warriors and raiders, but also as intrepid explorers and adept traders. The Viking Age, as this period is known, is marked by their extensive expeditions and settlements, stretching across Europe and beyond into the North Atlantic and even the Mediterranean regions. It's a tale of remarkable journeys, fierce battles and enduring impact on the world. So come along as we delve into the past and unravel the mysteries of these Norsemen. Now, embark on a journey back in time to discover the fascinating world of the Vikings. Imagine a fleet of longships gliding effortlessly across both open sea and shallow rivers. This was the world of Viking exploration and settlement. The Vikings were renowned for their exceptional navigational skills. They could read the sky, the wind and the waves, using these natural elements as their compass. They were guided by the stars, the sun's path, and even the flight patterns of birds. But their most remarkable tool of exploration was their iconic longship. The Viking longship was a marvel of engineering. Sleek, swift and nimble, these vessels were designed for speed and flexibility. With a shallow draft, they could navigate both the vast open sea and the narrowest of rivers, allowing the Vikings to reach lands that were previously inaccessible. These longships were the key to their expansive exploration and settlement, and explore and settle they did. The Vikings left their footprint across a vast stretch of the globe. From their homelands, in what is now Norway, Sweden and Denmark, they ventured out, establishing settlements and conducting raids across a wide range of territories. Their voyages took them to the British Isles, where they founded cities like York and Dublin. They navigated the treacherous waters of the North Atlantic to establish colonies in Greenland and Iceland. They sailed up the rivers of France, becoming so influential in the region that they were known as the Normans, but their reach extended even further. The Vikings journeyed to the distant shores of Newfoundland in North America, a feat accomplished hundreds of years before Columbus ever set sail. Their exploration was not just about conquest, but also about trade, the exchange of ideas, and the spread of their culture. The Vikings were not just warriors, but explorers and settlers, driven by a thirst for adventure, a hunger for new lands, and a relentless spirit of discovery. Indeed, the reach of the Vikings was vast, their influence spreading far beyond their Scandinavian homeland. Beyond their reputation as fearless warriors and explorers, the Vikings had a rich and complex society. Let's delve into the intricate social fabric of the Viking world. Their society was neatly divided into three main classes. At the apex were the jarls, the nobles who held power and wealth. Beneath them were the carls, free peasants who made up the backbone of Viking society, working the land and crafting goods. At the bottom were the thralls, the slaves, often prisoners of war or debtors, whose lives were dictated by their masters. Religion was a cornerstone of Viking life. They practiced Norse paganism, a polytheistic faith with a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each governing different aspects of life and nature. From Odin, the wise and warlike Allfather, to Thor, the thunder-wielding protector, each deity was revered and celebrated. However, around the 10th century, a significant shift occurred as Christianity began to permeate Viking society, forever changing their spiritual landscape. The Vikings also had a unique writing system using symbols known as runes. These runes were inscribed on a variety of materials, from stone monuments to everyday items like jewelry, weapons, and tools. They served not only as a means of communication, but also as a form of magic, believed to hold protective or destructive power. Moreover, the Vikings held a rich oral tradition with sagas and poems that celebrated the deeds of heroes and gods. These stories were passed down through generations, weaving a vibrant tapestry of myth, history, and culture. They provided moral guidance, historical records, and entertainment during long winter nights. The sagas of the Vikings are still celebrated today, a testament to their enduring appeal. So the Vikings were more than just warriors and explorers. They were poets and craftsmen, farmers and traders, each playing their part in a diverse and vibrant society. They were deeply spiritual, finding meaning in the natural world around them and the gods they believed inhabited it. Their world was as rich in culture and tradition as it was in conquest and exploration. The Vikings were not just traders and explorers, they were also feared warriors, their name a synonym for sudden and devastating raids. Their warfare tactics were advanced for the era, and they were particularly known for their use of the Viking shield wall in battle. Picture this: a wall of interlocked shields, held by warriors standing shoulder to shoulder, their axes and swords at the ready. This formation was highly effective in both offensive and defensive situations, providing a formidable barrier against enemy attacks. Yet, the Vikings were not solely warriors. Despite their fierce reputation, they were also skilled traders and diligent farmers. Their economy thrived on a balance of raiding and trading, of warfare and agriculture. They would sail to distant lands, sometimes to trade, sometimes to raid, and sometimes to settle and farm. Their prowess in battle was matched by their skills in trade and agriculture, a balance that was key to their success. The Vikings left a profound impact on the world, their legacy reaching far beyond the territories they conquered. The Viking Age, a period marked by their extensive expeditions and settlements, played a significant role in shaping Europe. Their journeys led to the formation of modern nations, as they established settlements across a broad spectrum of territories. Their influence wasn't merely territorial. They were catalysts of cultural exchange, introducing new arts, technologies, and languages to the regions they touched. The Viking longship, an emblem of their maritime prowess, had a long-lasting influence on shipbuilding and navigation, setting the stage for future explorers. In essence, the Vikings were not just fierce warriors and explorers, but also cultural ambassadors. Their runic writing, sagas, and pagan practices have left indelible marks on our collective cultural consciousness. So from their origins in Scandinavia to their lasting legacy, the Vikings remain a fascinating chapter in the annals of history.